Hi everybody, welcome back. FTB Infinity Evolve with me, Sid, and we're in a strange room that you've not seen before, and it's got some pretty glass. It's lit. There's a long pillar and what looks like a green elevator, which takes us up to here. Now, this is currently on, so let me turn that off. I want to do a little experiment. So to that end, I've taken all the witches out from up here because no mobs were spawning in there while the witches were there. So I want to find out if I take the witches away from this area and move them further down, are they going to be affected by this? Now this has got a fairly hefty vertical depth. I'm hoping that this works because I've built this thing. But rather than throw a whole load of witches in, I have been, not quite. I've been and captured a bunch of party animals by the looks of it, actually. But what I want to do for starters is, let's go up here now and let's turn the light off and see if anything spawns. So I'm going to see if this stuff here is going to count those in its mob cap. Spawning, good. That's a good start, a good indication. Right, he's taking damage. What about these guys? Yes. I think they're taking damage. Are they taking damage? Are these guys taking damage, or is that... These guys might be too low down. Possibly. Because they don't look like they're taking damage to me. That sounds more like something up here that is taking damage. Yeah. Well, I suppose we ought to kill this fella. So these guys need to come up a little bit, I think. Right, I'm going to have to do a little bit of slaughter. No, you don't, Mr. Creeper. Right, we're going to have to bring this room up and boom. Not a major problem. Maybe if we just, what we should do, I think, is let me go up. Let me just try and see what we got. About to go for. That's the thing. So we got 1, 2, 3. Then you got that, and then I would say if that's going to be where that is. I need to bring you down a little bit lower, I think. And something is trying. Oh, I know what's picking that up. I wondered what was dragging that up. It's that vacuum chest, isn't it? All right. So if I just try this a few times, right? We got this little room down here. We can just pop that in there. Let me. Hup. We need to go and grab. Come on. We should have a few of them. I've got loads of these. I've got villager trading. What more can you say? And you need to be back in. No. Yeah. Don't go round. Oh, perfect. You'll do. Right. So, because of course it's daytime now, just for good measure. So yeah, the objective here is to try and come up with a point where we can. Let me In fact, let me do this the other way around. Bonk. No. Because this is obviously a Skellybob, and I don't want him to be able to see me. And oh, hang on. Higher up then, perhaps. I would definitely say so. Okay, you need to be higher still. Let's go for about here then. It's awkward to know exactly where this thing's going to have an effect. We can't go much lower than this though, because that's the... Let me come in at this height. Damn it. This vacuum chest is going to be a bit of a pain in the bum. Right, so that's that a little bit higher. That will work. Alright, so we now know that this is too low. Just let that kit die. Let him die. Die. Okay, right. Turn that off. We can head back down here. I can relocate all of this up several blocks, and I will not complain a little bit, I promise. All right, back in a little while. All right, second time's the charm. Release mode. We should have a Zombot in there. He's got a rather fetching little hat on. We brought ourselves up, so let us turn the lights off. The light level in there should be... Oh, no, we have spawned. Okay, that's good. Maybe it's just me seeing things a little bit differently, but definitely got spawn down there. We've only got one skeleton, so... And I think there's a chicken up above as well. Excellent. Right, so all we need now is somewhere to stash all of this crap except for one of those. How do I want to play this? Let me just dump you out of the way temporarily. We'll go over to here and we can grab that. All of this junk, by the way, is what the vacuum chest has been picking up. So that's capture mode. Let me just turn that off for a second. Just because there's one other thing we need to do before this is complete. But right now, what we need to do is go... Now this is going to be a pain because these are going to poison the hell out of me. Actually, you know what would make sense? That will give them more than enough to keep... Wow. Oh, we're not going to get those back, are we? But will you stop poisoning each other? Okay. Well, that's all right. They're only... I hope these guys soon forget their aggro on each other, because otherwise they're going to kill each other before long. Let me... let's just see whether we can get them to forget their aggro, because otherwise that's going to be annoying, to say the least. Whoever thought mob spawners? They used to be so simple. Do you remember back in the day when they were simple? Anyway, yeah. Let me just come away. But in fact, let me go to the platform I'll potter around a little bit around the platform, just get myself sorted out somewhat, and I will be back in a mo. So, see you soon. All right. That's not ideal, is it? Yeah, they aggroed on each other and ultimately killed each other, which is a bit of a pain in the arse, if you'll pardon my French. Let me just pop those in there. This is stuff that I've just gathered for this purpose. But now I need to go and do 10 more witches, and I need to come up with a way of getting these in here. Okay, let me have a little think about this stuff, and I will be back in a moment. Alright, I think problem solved. We're just going to test it with a sheep. Let's... Are you on? No, let's turn you on. It doesn't actually cost anything. There's nothing down there taking damage. It costs nothing. Dispenser. Yeah, the only problem is we will lose the safari net. Oh, bum. Right. I don't really want to leave that exposed like that, though. That's the only drawback to that. And what can we use in there that's transparent? I really do not know. What about good old-fashioned fence? Off you go. Let's just try that, shall we? So if all things being equal, I stick a fence in there. I know it's a little bit odd, but, you know, and then throw a fence in. Did you get through? I genuinely do not know, you know. It looks like it did. If that works anyway, that should. What we probably need to do, however, is test this on, yeah, there's a fence. What we should probably do is test this on a hostile 2-tool mob, such as maybe this skeleton here. Whee! The length you go to, it's sometimes it's quite scary, you know. Alright, let me jump in there, pop that in, fire. That's gone through, skeletons in there taking damage, everything seems to be good and happy. Oh, no, down one. And there's our safari net. I think we can safely call that successful. So, what we're going to do, we're going to sleep quickly, get the night off, and I will see you across at my witch harvesting area that I have set up. Alright, wasn't far away, just over at the desert. From, so just over here, there is a witcher's circle just there. Thank God for witchery. Without witchery, getting witches on this pack would be considerably harder. But with a bit of luck, if I put F7 on, there's only one spawnable spot there right now. That's a pain. Hang on a second while we rectify that. It does work, but obviously the more red spots you have, the better in there. So you can see there is one at the moment. Hopefully in a moment we will have, I'll fill that one up as well. No, needs more solid blocks, so for that we're going to need to go and borrow these. So all I want to do is make that as much of that area under there as, you know, as spawnable as possible. The easiest way to do that is to overhang it, but I can't remember the exact figure where overhangs become a possibility. The overhang gets dark. There is a formula that you can use, if I remember rightly. Oops. Hello. Thank you. And again, if you build up the sides here, you'll increase the spawn potential inside, in theory. In practice, oh, there's another one. It'll take a while. Whee, there you go. But the more you have, the more dark area you have, the faster they go. I'm just going to sit here and get the remaining seven of these guys, and I will then go back, rename them, and yeah, we'll see you back at the place. See you in a moment. Alright, what was supposed to be the first 2 or 3 minutes of this video is rapidly turning into the entire video. We're at 15 minutes at the moment. That's running, but we now have got 10 witches, all called Edna. And let them, hopefully, I just want to avoid her. Oh, sorry. Yeah. They don't, yeah. Why did that one just throw a poison potion? Oh, lag. Please don't die. I don't want you to kill each other again. Oh, crash. Back in a moment. Okay, they don't seem to be killing each other at the moment, which is at least good. I'm just gonna... Did you even release a witch then? Oh, will you, please? Oh, God. What is it with these things? Oh, man, they got me now as well. I don't know what's going on. Why? Oh, God. Well, oh. I am really struggling here. Why are these guys kicking 9 bells of crap out of each other? Well, we got a faction. We got some kind of warring group of witches. These guys are going to be dead before long. There's just no doubt about that. Oh dear. I really don't know what to do. Let's turn that off for starters. I still got 4 left in the system. I'm gonna, oh God, and of course we have to relog, so we've lost flight. Let's do that. I'm just gonna go back to home and oops, and come back here in the morning and see if they've all died again. And yeah, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I've got 6 witches down, 6 witches dead. I'm going to try one last thing. Get in. Okay, well that worked, kinda. It wasn't ideal, but get in. Yep, I'm going to have to take a few hits, I think, for this one. Well, maybe they'll lose interest in me eventually, but and one way to make them lose interest in me, but I'd rather not do that. I don't want them. Right, you're no longer tracking me, I don't think. Let me try. Bonk, get in there. Bye. Right, let me. I'm just going to dump some of that in there, this in there for a while. So this will give me 4. I'm going to need 6 more, I think. I think 6 is a good number anyway. Right, you. 1, 2, 3, 4. That leaves me with space for 6. Let me just block that off temporarily. So I need to do 6 more. They are now all in, they're named, and they're not fighting amongst themselves. The most important thing. As I say, I wasn't intending to spend the entire episode on this one bit. I was hoping to get to the Thorncraft bit today, but well, not best laid plans of mice and men and all. I'm going to go and catch some more witches, get them named, put them in the thing. We'll be back shortly after that. Alright, something screwy is going on here, because those 6 have despawned now. Is it because we're maybe I don't know. I mean, you know, I am getting very, very stumped by all of this. So let me just, I mean, they are named. They are named. They should not be despawning. Now, I did hear that there was a nerf to stop witches, but I know witches are working because C's got them in the last millennium. Now, is it because they're in a too high gap? It's possible, I suppose. Well, I mean, let's be honest, anything's possible. I am going to do a little bit of tweaking. I want to sit there, try this. If these guys despawn again, then I really am somewhat at a loss. And the next thing to try after that is actually Darkroom spawning. Stick a spawner in there, which is not ideal by any stretch of the imagination, but you know, I can't think of what else we can try. You know, these guys are vanishing faster than I can spawn them in. You know, I had plans. I had so many plans. But, alas, those plans were not meant to be. The world disagreed with my plans. My plans were not the same plans as the world's, and the world went, no, sorry, you're not having that. You are going to be doing this all weekend, or all session, again. Minecraft, you so silly. Anyway, I'm going to continue on, and I'll be back momentarily. Okay, still despawning. I have got 6 safari nets on me. I've probably got some more kicking around somewhere, and we're heading back out, but this time we're going armed with name tags with the name on, because that's the only thing I can think of that is different. Is that a whole bunch of barrels over there? The only thing I can think of that is different is that if you, I think the first batch I named using name tags, which, you know, yada yada. Yeah, okay. I never realised that. I never realised there was another level sneaking in here as well. No. Okay, anyway, let us continue on. We're going to head over there. It's probably easy to catch these things at night anyway. Although it's going to be a pain because they're going to be hitting me with the bloody potions and yada yada yada, yada yada yada, Murgle. It's just going to be but what I think I'll do is I'm going to just try and get a couple, and we'll get a couple, we'll spawn them in, we'll put them down in the thingy, we'll leave the area, and then we'll go back. I may even set a home close to this just temporarily, just to what on earth is that? What biome is this? Silk glades. It's the smallest silk glade I've ever seen. Oh, yeah, so I might set a home close to them just so I can zoom and get back over here quickly, because it's a pain, this just backwards and forwards thing. But yeah, let me get a little bit more done, and we'll see how we go over the progress. This is just not been my episode. Anyway, back in a little while. All right, we're not alone on the server for a while. Os came on. Os was on. Anyway, yeah, no biggie. Let me get in. So I have done 10 with name tags. Now these two might be aggroed, so I'm going to keep. Oh, I thought I got rid of you. These two might be aggroed. This, that are all on 26, as are these. These are all name tagged. This one is named in an anvil after the fact. So let's start off. Named in an anvil after the fact. Get in there. Right. And hup. And I'm going to set a home here. Set home blood. Alright. Let's try set home blood. And then go home. Okay, that's given it plenty of time. We know that's done. Oh, I see a jester heading inwards. So let's go back home blood. And let's go head down here. Oops. Witch gone. Alright, witch name tag. Alright, and then go /home, give it a second or so. I don't know where Hoss is flying it up, he's somewhere abouts. Anyway, so that's that, and then we'll head off back to blood. Now let's see if my hypothesis is correct. She's still here. So I think we are safe to assume that if we name a witch in an anvil in the... Get back in there. Ah, you cow. Ugh. Now they're going to be aggroing on each other, aren't they? Damn it! So maybe they weren't killing each other. Oh, God. Maybe, just maybe, they were just despawning. I'll just sit here twitching. Look at him. He flies around like a graceful os. Alright, let's try going back home, because that area isn't chunk loaded. Oh, home blood. Let's go to the right place. And then see if these guys are behaving themselves, shall we? Please don't kill each other. Poisoned. I see 3 and I've used 4, but one of those, so that should be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's good, and they are not fighting amongst each other. Okay, good. Get in there. Ah, man, this is tougher than I thought it was going to be. This is so much tougher than I thought it was going to be. You gonna let me down? Come on, the surveys. So super duper laggy these days. I don't know why. And you go, and let's get out quick. I think this is the key. Get one in, get out quick before they can do anything. Right, let me get these back in. I also want to stick some silencers just around here so we can use that element of it, and the world will be good and happy. So back in a mo. Okay, so I got the witches in. The witches are no longer killing each other, but they are taking damage. So the only reason I can think of that they're not taking damage, 1, that's 2, that's 3. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 1. That's 2. Oh, hang on, no, that's right. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. The only reason I can think of that they are not taking damage is they are now 1 block too low down. So there is only one fairly rapid solution to this. Well, there's a couple of solutions. One is we go through the entire painful, and I mean painful because those, yeah, beep, beep 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 beeps were making my life very painful indeed. So one is we either go and capture them all again, raise this all up. You see, look, that one's taking damage. It's on the block. Or we do this the hard way, and the hard way is piston, crescent hammer, lever. Whoa, and too much, too soon. So yeah, that. Oh God, please tell me. Oh, thank you. I thought for a minute I'd lost the bloody piston then as well. Yeah, this is that episode from hell. The one where nothing goes quite the way I planned it. By now, we should have been doing Thaumcraft research and not, I repeat, not pistoning blocks up to shift a bunch of witches in range of a well of suffering. Oh well, anyway, these things are sent to testers. I am going to finish off because we're getting close to time anyway. So what I am going to do is I'm going to get these witches where they need to be. I'm going to very quickly hammer in a bunch of sacrifice runes. They are cheap. And we're going to see what kind of, because at the moment we are getting, what? Let's just have a look. We are going pretty fast up actually. I mean, that's reasonable rate of gain, but it's not brilliant. So what we really want is that to be much, much higher. And that probably wants to be the other way around like we had it. Yeah, it's what I would give for that push scepter from Cyclic right now. And there probably maybe there may be other ways to do that. I mean, we could, I don't know. Well, we could have used Botania if we were far enough on it in Botania. We could have gone down that route, but we're not, so that's not happening. And because we could have gone down with the Mana Blaster and the Force Lens, I think, off the top of my head. But yeah, this will do the job. Anyway, I'm going to finish this off. It's going to take a while, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, right, I've got the Teleposer stuff done. Well, not all of it done, but I've also put in 12 sacrifice runes, and this is doing pretty well actually. I do need to, I'm wondering whether to stick in a few more, however. I've certainly got the means to make them, so I can stick in another 4 easily enough. Let's just go with that for now. Put those away. Got those spare runes there, so let us just hop up here, and we'll have you out and you out, and we'll stick these 4 in. Now obviously at the moment I'm doing this, the altar goes down to being tier 1 temporarily, but if we check it, we should see we're tier 4, 18,000 life. And if I jump down here, hopefully there's a witch. You're getting the odd witch spawning in here as well, which is nice. Come on, 13. Where are you? Where are you? 14, 15, and 16. So that gives us some for the tier 5 altar. It's very strange being in here and it being so quiet. This seems very strange indeed. Getting some drops, not a huge amount. And obviously these guys are doing absolutely fine down here as well. I've pistoned all of those up. wasn't too bad a job. It could have been a lot worse. But of course the question is, because at the moment if I look, you'll see that my life point pool is going down, because of course we're running the altar with no orb in it. So let us take this up to, once this is, I would say that is actually keeping up quite admirably. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So the last thing we need to do, well, not the last thing we need, but the last thing we need to do this episode is finish off these teleposers. Teleposer. 2 ender pearls, gold, and that. We've got ender pearls, we've got gold, we've got those. Okay, bang, 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 bang. It was complete gold, wasn't it? Yes. Da-da, da-da. I've got a spare couple of ender pearls, and one of those makes part of it, and that's the other part of it. And then, of course, we have that. That needs to, let me go home. Now, what I'm expecting to see here is my life to remain fairly static, because that's not chunk loaded. However, teleposers, I have a running joke with teleposers, and that is that the first button I use for a teleposer is man and boy. So there you go. I've had that button, man and boy. Now I think if I go into here, have I still got, I probably should ask the question, have I still got those satchels? Oh, that is so annoying. Glitchiness. I'll take one of those. The reason being is I would like to have, again, let me just go and grab a little bit of, I mean, these satchels are not huge, but they're probably ideal for too much. Oh, God. I only wanted like 5 levels. Amazing how fast that tank drains. Right, let me call this satchel Blood Magic, and we'll stick our Blood Magic bits in there. Blood Magic, bang, and you, yeah, really? You're that far behind the times. I'm going to stick those in. We'll stick that in, and that can go in temporarily. Everything else is not Blood Magic. So, next episode, we are going to be doing Thaumcraft. That was what we were going to do this episode once we finished off that really, really simple job of just moving the witches downstairs. The plan is to research in Thaumic Tinkerer. We're going to get this one. I've got scribing tools there. Well, I have now. We're going to need a little bit of paper. I don't know whether I've got any paper here, but we will definitely need some. We haven't got any there. So we're going to need paper, we're going to need scribing tools, we're going to get the research done. The aim is to get one specific piece of Thaumcraft research, which it's not a difficult piece of research to get. It is just, I can't believe I haven't got any paper here. I am quite frankly gobsmacked, but there is at least the makings of some. Yeah, so the very first thing we are going to start off, and I'll probably get this research done between episodes, but we're going to take that, the one focus from Thaumic Tinkerer. Oh, hang on. And you're going to need to go in there, and you are going to go in there. And that's the Ifrit's Flame focus. But we need to expand that out to get, I think, what with the research we need to unlock what I want to research. So yeah, without being too cryptic, that's what we're going to do. We've kind of finished with the blood magic for the time being, thankfully. So apologies for not getting pretty much anything I wanted to get done this episode, other than the thing that I wanted to do in the first 5 minutes. But as the saying goes, the best laid plans of mice and men. I'm not sure which I am. I feel the urge to squeak after that particular episode, but it seems to be working at the moment, so that in itself is a good thing. Everything is happy. God only knows if that's going up or down, and you know, we've got stuff going on over here. We've got, I don't know whether, how is that interfering? It is. Look at that. So I've kind of painted myself into a corner here because I suppose I could do it from above if I was desperate, but I need to do something down there, and it's going to be awkward because the witches are directly beneath it now. It's not the end of the world, it really isn't. You know, we've got everything's come back from that, and yeah, so it working. What can you say? These guys are doing the job now eventually, and until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon, and bye for now.